Now let's talk about the different types of fashion internships. In previous lesson, I did mention that fashion internships can't be structured or unstructured. But before we get right into the structure form of fashion internship, it's important to note that there are different types of fashion internships. The first I will talk about is paid internship. Now, paid internship, just like the word implies that you're going to get paid in the course of your internships. Now, most organizations that are fully structured and are multinationals or global brands tend to offer paid internships to entry levels or students, as the case may be. Now, let's talk about the unpaid internship. I know most of you will say, that's what's very prevalent in your local fashion industry. However, unpaid internships are also another type of internship that is extremely relevant to those who see the value in it. As the word implies, it is unpaid, meaning that you are not given any form of remuneration or wages or any form of funds at all in the course of your internship program. That does not imply that it does not have value. Oftentimes, unpaid internships are internships where students are required to complete some form of learning as a means of acquiring credit to complete their education in fashion schools. At the same time, fashion internships that are unpaid are usually designed for technical areas that require a lot of non-disclosure agreements between the employer and the potential talents. What this means is, for example, if you were to intern with a brand like Diola and you're an entry-level talent, you would be exposed to a lot of the back end in that fashion company. Now, the company is willing to give you the hands-on learning in return for your non-disclosure, right? And that cannot be quantified with money. Another type of fashion internship that is very common is the Fashion Week internships. Usually a very short period to intern, but very packed with a lot of hands-on learning and very intense. The Fashion Week internship is usually designed for entry-level talents or young professionals in the industry interested in working backstage, front house, in different aspects of a fashion week. Now, Fashion Week seasons come at a specific time every year. This means that you can not only intern during the Fashion Week seasons, be it the autumn, winter, or the summer fashion shows. Now, in Nigeria or in your locality, what fashion seasons do you have? Recognizing the fashion seasons will help you determine if Fashion Week internships are relevant to you. As opposed to the paid internship, we have the unpaid internships. Now, there are different types of unpaid internships, but I will talk about two major types. The first one will be the Fashion Week internships. That simply implies interning during the fashion season. Regardless of your local fashion industry, I am very sure that there are Fashion Week seasons. Now, let me use Nigeria for example. We have very popular fashion shows or fashion weeks known as the Lagos Fashion Week and the GTCO Fashion Weekend. If you are an entry level, it implies that you will not get any kind of remuneration, compensation, salary, to be very specific. Now, it is possible that they will cater to your daily needs like water, drinks, light refreshments, things that will just help you deliver more, on the job. But beyond that, you probably not get anything out of the internship money-wise. Now, the other type of internship is the Fashion School Placement Internship, also known as IT. Most fashion schools require students to complete an internship program within a duration. These programs earn the students accreditations, credits that will be added to their grades, in the course of their entire program. I haven't talked about the different types of unpaid internship. I hope it is clear that unpaid internships also are fully packed with a lot of learning experiences. Let me give you a very simple example. If you were to intern with the known brand in Nigeria, Diola, it implies that you'll be exposed to the rudiments of running the business, customers, professionals that the brand is probably interacting with, and you have direct insight into the entire back-end processes of this brand. It is very common for big brands like this to require students to sign an NDA. now for full exposure or a full experience, which could also imply that you do not get paid as an intern. Now, please note, I am not saying that Diola does not pay interns. I'm just using an example of a brand that could possibly offer you a lot of knowledge and experience, but it would require that you are not paid. Now that we've clearly understood the difference between paid internship and unpaid internship, let's move on.